Hey everybody! Oh my goodness, what a day this has been. And I do not mean that in a good way. You know, this whole thing is just flying apart. So hopefully we're going to get through this live without Sasha causing a ton of commotion. Ken is out getting his fishing boat ready. He's going to go fishing tomorrow before City Council enacts the ban. Because now it's going to be illegal to go fishing. God, what the freak is next? So, in case y'all don't know, now they're going to, you have to wear masks in public, blah, 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 blah. So, I was having a horrible day today. And in case you guys haven't seen this, my evil twin, Debbie Hobbs, posted a photograph of me. It was a screen capture that she got a couple of weeks ago during a live when the live froze. And I look ridiculous. So Mary came up with the great idea, hi Michelle, to caption this. If y'all have not seen it, Debbie made me into a meme. And I saw that and I laughed so hard I thought I was going to pee my pants. But Debbie, thank you for making me into a meme. It made me feel special, but it also made my day so much better. So that's a perfect example of using humor in a bad situation to make things a little bit better, being kind, being funny. We gotta do what we gotta do, man, because this is unprecedented. So, let's do a practice, huh? And maybe I'll do my freaky move again. I don't know. Alright, so tonight I have a purple bolster, a strap, 2 blocks, and a blanket. Of course, you should always have whatever props that you want to have with you because it's better to have them than to not have them. But we're going to go ahead and start with some sun salutations. So I'm going to take my glasses off and find your nearest wall. And we're going to get ready. Now I'm going to think every time I look at myself and think that I'm being freaky. Somebody might screenshot me. You never know. Speaking of my, let's see, is my evil twin on yet? Oh yeah, you need to go find it, Michelle. It's hysterical. I've never been a meme before. I was so excited. All right, so let's come into mountain pose, bringing the feet to about hip width apart. A little wider if you need to. Arms down by your side. Palms are open, full of energy. Let's stand up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders onto your back. And let's breathe. Because we're in the privacy of our own home, so we can breathe the air if we want. Whether you have a mask or not, that's not my business. All right, we're good. Nice deep breaths as we root the feet down into the mat. On the inhale, we're going to take the arms up, interlace your fingers with the index fingers pointing. On the exhale, we're going to bend to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale back to center, separate your hands, soften your knees, and fold forward into your standing forward bend. Oh, that feels so good. Yep, it does. Letting your head lead you on the inhale, rise back to standing, palms come together, hands into your heart, step to the wall, extend your arms fully. On the exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, coming down to the wall. The kiss is optional. Inhale, straightening your arms and coming back up. On your next inhale, we're going to take the left leg back, making sure that the right knee is stacked over that ankle. And adjust your hands wherever you need to be, because you don't need to have them way up here. You can have them down lower. Just breathe, lengthening through that heel. Then we're going to inhale, coming up. And on the next inhale, take your right leg back. And of course, this is the fast part of our practice. Just kind of loosening the muscles up. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, walk out into half down dog. Making yourself into that L shape, lengthening your tailbone across the room. Somebody's sending me some loving kisses. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. But whoever it is, love you back. And then we're going to inhale, coming up. Push away from the wall. On your next inhale, take your arms up, palms come together. On your exhale, soft knees as you fold forward. And then hands come to the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Inhale, rise back to standing, hands come together and down into your heart into Anjali Mudra or prayer pose. On the inhale, taking your arms out to the side and up to the ceiling, interlace your fingers. On the exhale, bend to the right. Inhale back. Sorry, we lost video for a minute because Kelly was texting me. My day was so bad, I almost made this in a line and line. Yeah. Inhale, coming back up. And then we're going to inhale and take the left leg back. Every time somebody texts me while I'm doing a live, it breaks the live. So I'm sorry if you missed that, but y'all know where I was going. Inhale up. Exhale, coming out into half down dog. Breathe. Inhale, coming back up. Push away from the wall. You don't want to hit your pretty little head as we're on the way down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise back to standing. Hands into your heart and down by your side. Let's see who has joined us now. Oh, Brenda's here. Hey, Roboto. Yeah, we've made a new pose, Robot Asana. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so let's come back to the top of our mats. We're going to come back into mountain pose. So once again, you can take your feet to hip width apart or wider on the mat. Oh, my nose. These allergies are killing me. Arms are down by your side. Palms are open, full of energy. Relax your shoulders. Make that effort to relax them. Ooh, I got to check our little cube and see what pose we're going to do tonight. Let's see. Wow, rolled all over the place. Ah, child's pose. So, of course, y'all know that you can do happy puppy too. So, we'll get to that. All right, back into mountain pose. Really rooting the feet down, feeling equal weight on each foot. Breathe and relax. Inhale, taking the arms up, palms come together. Exhale, fold. And this time we're going to anchor the hands either to the backs of the legs, to the mat, to blocks. Of course, you're welcome to stand in half standing forward bend with your hands to your shins. That's up to you. Just keep the knees soft. That takes the weight off the low back and the hamstrings. Relax and breathe. If you're in full standing forward bend and you can let your head hang down, go ahead and do that. And if you want to take hold of opposite elbows and hold steady or sway side to side in pendulum pose, you can do that as well. I like to do that, but not everybody does. It's just nice and slow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And breathe. Are you like afraid to breathe in public now? So when you're at home, breathe. We're going to be holding our breaths. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do now for my mask that the city council has deemed we all have to wear now. I can't just wear something plain. Y'all know I can't. So I'm going to have to come up with something. I'm thinking about it. I'll come up with something good, I'm sure. All right, let's take the hands down to the mat. On the inhale, we're going to take the left leg back. Let's turn that back foot to 45 degrees. While your hands are still on the mat, make sure that your right knee is lined up over top of your ankle. Then we're going to inhale and rise into warrior two. So hopefully your knee is lined up correctly. The back leg, of course, is behind you. And you can turn that back pinky toe out if your foot starts to jerk up off the mat. Arms are level with each other, so look back at that back one, make sure it's not drooping down. And the body is at center. So I know it's hard to tell when your body is at center. Generally, if you feel yourself where your hip is coming together, then you're leaning too far over your leg. Yeah, helpful hints, right? Just breathe. You can look out over your front hand or you can look to the side if your neck can't accommodate that front hand. And of course, always remember to just do what you can. Don't worry about the rest. It's your practice. And that's what the meme has to do with. If y'all haven't seen this meme, you gotta go see it. It's funny. It'll be the post below where this video shows up. Alright, let's inhale, reversing the warrior, taking the right hand up to the sky. The left hand goes down your back leg. Looking up or down, that's up to you. Just breathe. The right knee is still bent. Then we'll inhale back into warrior two, straighten the front leg, and let's exhale, hinging out into triangle. So now the left arm is going to come straight up to the sky, palms open. The right hand is going to come down to the right shin or to a block if you want, but you have to make sure that your chest stays open. So if you go down to the mat or even to a block and your chest starts to rotate down towards the floor, you're starting to lose the stretch. So you want to stay up where that chest can stay open. Then we'll inhale, coming back up, release the arms. Woo, shake the legs out. Because they get tired, right? All right, so let's go into wide legs, standing forward bend. And I think this is where Debbie screenshot me. Because it looked like that's what I was doing. Making sure that the outside edges of your feet are parallel. You want a challenging but comfortable width. So don't try and shortchange yourself, but you don't have to go to where you're doing the splits either, because that probably wouldn't feel too good. Inhale, let's bring the arms up. Exhale, let's fold. Once again, softening your knees, and then bringing the hands out to the mat in front of us, and pushing into your palms, so that you form a tabletop with your back, and then you want to push into your hands so that the back will lift. You're stretching your back out. Nice deep breaths. I gotta adjust myself here. Okay, so on your next exhale, we're gonna take both hands over to the right leg. The left hand is gonna go to the foot, the right hand is gonna go to the back of the leg, and the torso is going to pull towards that leg. So again, if you need to bend that knee to accomplish that, then you want to go ahead and do that. Just breathe. You're always welcome to bend your knees to get into a pose better, because we don't want to hyperextend. Let's exhale through the middle, and then we're going to walk over to the left leg. The right hand will go to the foot and the left hand to the back of the leg. And again, if you need to bend that left knee, go ahead. But you want to get your torso as close to the leg as you can. And of course, that all has to do too with if you got girls, if you got luxury luggage, whatever, you're not going to get but so close. So accommodate your body, please. We don't want any squishing. Then we'll exhale back to center. Inhale, let your head lead you as you rise back to the top. Hands come together. We're going to turn the left foot out to the back of the room. The right foot is now going to come to 45 degrees. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, lunge forward, making sure that you stack your left knee over your ankle. So I know sometimes you can't tell because you can't see the knee and the ankle, or you can probably see the knee, but maybe you can't see your ankle, like I can't see mine right now. Usually the way to know is if the back of your knee feels really close together, you're too far. So we want to try and keep it stacked. Once again, making sure the arms are up level with one another. Nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, reverse the warrior, taking the left hand up to the sky, the right hand down your back leg. You're looking up or down and breathing. Ooh. Yep. Inhale, coming back up, straighten the front leg, and on your exhale, hinge out into triangle. So now the right arm is up to the sky, palm is open. The left hand is to your shin, to a block, or to the floor. But again, making sure that your chest stays rotated open. You don't want to tip the chest towards the floor. Just keep the breath going. And as I have taught almost all of you in 101, remember that you don't want the pelvis going too far out and you don't want the booty going too far back. Just kind of keep it centered. And then we're going to inhale coming up, release the arms, Shake the legs out once again. And then we'll take the feet out wide. This time we're going to turn the toes out instead of in. We're going to bring the arms up into goalpost or cactus arms, whichever you prefer to call it. On the exhale, we're going to squat down into goddess pose. Then we're going to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, one more time. Exhale down and inhale up. Release your arms. Getting a little leg strength going, right? For me, I'm probably working out a little bit of my anger from the day. Plus, I almost got ran off the road on the way home. And I slammed on the brakes and Sasha got dumped in the floorboard. Poor little girl. Okay, so for balance tonight, let's do a balance challenge. Yes. So we will do standing half-bound lotus into tree pose. Okay, so it's going to go kind of like this. You're going to start on a strong left leg, find your focal point, get your breath. When you're ready, you're going to take your left hand, grabbing hold of your right foot. So now the right foot is going to open up towards the ceiling, and the knee is going to go down towards the back or behind you. Nice deep breaths, and you can do this with a strap or a towel if you can't reach your hand to your foot, because I know some have the short arm thing going. That's fine. Then when you're ready, you're going to release the foot, now taking it in the right hand, and then you're going to open up into baby dancer, which I completely fell out of. So you can do one pose, you can do the second pose, or you can do both. So if you want to just do one, that's fine. Pick the one you like the best. If you want to do both, go for it. Find your focal point, get your breath, let's do it. Strong left leg. When you're ready, bring the right foot into the left hand. If you want to take your right arm up or behind you or down by your side, that's fine, as we're in standing half-bound lotus. Breathe. And you know how I am with balancing. It's all your own thing. So when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and shift the right foot into the right hand. Keep that focal point. Open up. And if you need to use the wall for anything, go ahead and do so. If you need your strap for anything, go ahead and use it. Then when you're ready to come out, release your hand, release your leg. And that's very individual, so you stay in it for however long you want. If I've already come out of it, you can stay in it longer if you want, and then you can pause the video and catch up with me later. All right, coming onto a strong right leg now. Find your focal point once again. When you're ready, you're going to take the left foot into the right hand. And again, you can use a strap if you need to. The left arm can go wherever you like. Or nowhere if you don't. If you just want it down by your side, that's fine. Just breathe. When you're ready to transition to baby dancer, you're going to release the left leg, grab hold of that foot with your left hand, and open up. As wide as you want. Ooh. When you're ready to release, release your arm, release your leg, and step out of it. I'm going to turn my ceiling fan on now. It's getting hot in here. So I'm going to go ahead and move the phone down because I'm getting ready to go down to the floor. So that way you can see me in all my infinite craziness. All right, so let's go into garland pose. So if you can't do garland pose, for whatever reason, and remember, you don't have to keep your heels flat to the mat. You can come down on your toes. But if you can't do it, it's not in your toolbox, either tonight or ever. You can descend through standing forward bend and downward dog, or you can just gently come down to the mat. But if you want to do garland, we're going to take the feet out wide, turn the toes out that way. We're going to bring the hands into prayer. On the exhale, we're going to squat down. Oh, yeah. Then you're pushing your triceps against the inside of your legs. Palms are pushing together. And again, you might be on your toes as opposed to down flat on your feet. That's really very individualized. Not everybody can do this, and that's okay. You have to accommodate your body. Breathe. And then we're going to bring the hands down to the mat to assist us down. I'm going to grab my blanket to cushion my knees. So I have the blanket folded in half, not thirds. Bring that there. I'm going to come there. Okay, so I'm going to bring the knees to about hip width apart. And you can have the tops of your feet flat, or you can have the toes turned under. That's up to you. We're going to go into kneeling staff pose. So bringing the hands together in Anjali Mudra. On the exhale, we're going to lean back. Ooh, feel it in the thighs. Inhale, coming up. Ooh. Exhale, going down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale, down. Woo! And inhale, up. Yes. All right. Grab a block if you have one. I'm going to take the block out to the left side of my mat on the low side. Then I'm going to bring my right foot to 90 degrees, making sure that the knee is stacked over the ankle. I'm going to take my left hand to the block. I'm going to take my right hand back and grab my left foot and pull that up toward my buns. Now you may not be able to come as far, or you may need a strap to do this, and that's okay. Then you want to open up your chest to the right. Now if your right knee starts to splay out, just move the foot toward the edge of the mat. That should correct it. Just breathe. This is a variation of lizard pose. And if Kelly was here, she'd say lizard. But she's not. And she's actually working tonight. That's what she was texting me. And then release your foot. Help your knee back in. And then we're going to move the block over to the right of the mat. And bring the left leg out. So then again, you're going to stack that knee over your ankle. So hopefully you can make that adjustment before you go into this. Right hand to the block, left hand reaches back, grabs hold of the right foot, and pull up into the buns and open that chest up. And again, if you can't pull your foot like this, if you can't quite reach it, then you want to use a strap, or you could use a towel if you don't have a strap. I hope that a lot of you have props, because I think it's very, very helpful. Then we're going to exhale, release, and bring the knees back in. And I think that my evil twin has joined me. She has. Hi, Debbie. Love it. Okay, let's come down onto all fours, making sure, let me back up a little bit so I don't go off camera. Making sure that the wrists are underneath the shoulders, fingers are spread wide, middle fingers forward. Knees are underneath the hips. On the inhale, drop your belly, look up to the ceiling. On the exhale, bring the chin into the chest, round the back. Just move with your own breath in cat-cow. If you want to make the noises, feel free. And of course, I will. Moo. Meow. Totally optional, but who's going to hear you? So do it. It feels good. Just keep moving, that nice meditating movement in your back. So I always think of this as a meditation of the spine. On your next inhale, turn your toes under. On your exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Making sure that your knees are soft to get the hips up in the air. You don't move your hands, keep those in place. Head goes between the arms. Make that shift back. That'll help your hips get higher in the air. Breathe.
All right, then we're gonna inhale, taking the left leg up, so we're in our 3-leg down dog. Let your right foot settle a little bit. Lengthen, and then exhale, we're gonna bring that left knee up to the top of your mat, coming into pigeon. We're resting on the left shin. If you need to accommodate the left hip so it doesn't slide over, you can place a block there or a bolster. And your right leg is lengthened behind you. When you're ready, you can come down to rest, either on forearms, stacked fist, your block to your forehead, then you're a blockhead. I know. I amuse myself. Or you can use your bolster, whichever one you prefer. If you want to stay up on your palms, you're welcome to do that. But make sure that your hips are leveled out with the mat. Your breathing, that's very important. So I can already feel the day just sinking away from me. All right, we're gonna come back up onto our palms, turn the toes of the back foot under, moving back into your 3-leg down dog. Set that foot on the mat. Inhale, taking the right leg up. Breathe. And exhale. Bring that knee to the top of your mat, coming into pigeon. So once again, you're resting on the right shin this time. Staying up on your palms if you want. You can do thigh stretch. Ooh, I gotta work my way back to that. My thighs are not in great shape. I probably need to do my favorite pose a little more often. Yeah. Or you can come down to rest when you're ready. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Just breathe. And of course, whenever we're doing any kind of pose like this, if you need to come out of it early, just do so. You don't have to wait for me because it's your practice. So don't worry about looking freaky. Everybody come back up onto their palms. Turn the toes of the back foot under. And inhale back into your 3-leg down dog. Woo! Exhale that foot down. We're going to drop down onto the knees. So the pose that I tossed on my little cube earlier was child's pose. So if you want to go into child's pose, of course, your toes are going to stay together. Your knees are going to go as wide as you need them to be. Rest your hips back towards your heels. Hands can stay out in front or down by your side. If you prefer to go into happy puppy, that is fine. You'll keep your buns in the air. Arms will go out in front of you and melt everything down towards the mat. Oh yeah, and just breathe. Your nice resting pose before we go to seated. This feels so good to stretch my back out. You know, and sometimes I do like to do child's pose, but I really do prefer happy puppy because it stretches my back better. But everybody's body is different, so you got to do what's best for you, and it's your practice. Yeah. Just keep breathing. And at the end of your exhale, walk your hands back in, and let's come down to seated. All right, so we're going to go ahead and extend the left leg out in front of us. We're going to bring the right foot either to the shin or to the inside of the left thigh. I still have to prop this leg sometimes, but that's okay. Pull the buns out from under you. Going on a trip. Gotta take that butt luggage out. Bring the fingertips out to the floor beside you. Let's inhale, taking the arms up. Palms are facing one another. Lengthen coming out of your waist. And exhale, fold from the top of your thighs. Coming into Janu Sirsasana, head to knee pose. So take your hands either to the outside edges of your foot, to your shin, to the mat. You can use your strap. If you're using your strap, make sure that the elbows stay back by your side. Keep your neck neutral, your back as flat as possible. And there goes Sasha. She has been quite the handful. Of course, she's mad at us right now. Well, she's mad at me because she thinks I dumped her in the floorboard on the way home, but it wasn't my fault. Oh, just need to breathe. And feel the breath just flowing through your body. Nice stretch. Just a little bit of movement. And then we'll exhale and walk the hands back in. And we're going to bring the right foot flat to the mat, and you can adjust it anywhere along your leg that you'd like. Bring the right hand behind you. Inhale the left arm up, and exhale, we're going to twist to the right into Marishasana 3. You can wrap your arm around your leg like I'm doing, or you can take your hand to your knee for leverage. You know, this might be really handy if you've got some girls in the way. I don't have that problem, so I know. Or you can bring your arm to the outside and the arm can be down or up. Whichever. And then you can look over your right shoulder all the way if you want to extend the twist, or just to the wall. The most important thing is to keep the spine nice and tall as we're going into the twist. Then we'll exhale, turn forward, extend your right leg, bring your left leg to the inside of the thigh or to the shin. Pull the buns out once again. That out of the way. Fingertips to the floor beside you. Inhale, let's bring the arms up, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Once again, taking your hands to wherever you're comfortable tonight and keeping your back as flat as possible and breathing. The breathing part is very important. Very important. Because if you stop breathing, you pass out. And I am not there to help you, and you know how I feel about calling 911. Yeah. Just stretch. Really stretch it out. Breathe into it. You know, sometimes you get that, what we call pleasant tension, and I once referred to as pleasant pain. Yeah. The more you stretch, you start to feel that. You start to push past where your comfort zone is and get a little bit further into your connective tissues. And I'm not advocating hurting yourself. You know I never ever want you injured, so I don't want you to push your body that far. But sometimes we just gotta really kind of breathe into it and stretch a little bit further than we might normally do just to get that benefit. And you'll feel it, you'll know, and that's where you stop. You don't go any further than that. I can feel it right now, right up the back of my thigh. Yeah. Then we'll exhale, coming back up, and let's bring the left foot flat to the mat. We'll bring the left hand behind us. On the inhale, bring the right arm up. On the exhale, twist to the left. Marishasana 3. Back hand is light support. It's not there to take a vacation on. And breathe. Oh, yeah. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Then we'll exhale, turn forward, and let's take the legs out wide. So we're coming into wide leg seated forward bend, Upavista Konasana. So take the legs out wide, flex the feet, pull the buns out, and bring the hands to the mat in front of you. On the exhale, we're going to walk forward. You can stay right here with your back as flat as possible and your neck neutral. You can grab hold of your big toes if you can safely reach them. If that gives you a little more leverage, feel free. If you want to try and work your way down to the mat, you can. It will probably take you doing this, I would say, every day or multiple times a week for several months before you can accommodate that, if your body would allow you to do that. Well, I know Debbie can already do it, and Nicole can do it sometimes. So, you know, just breathe. Just breathe. And Sasha's got Ken running out there now. I can hear him. She is quite the little patootie. When she wants what she wants, oh my goodness. But I love her. She's my baby. Keep the breath going. Now at this point, you're probably starting to feel a little bit of a pull on the back of your thighs. That's okay. That's just more getting into the connective tissue. And then at the end of your next exhale, walk your hands back in. Let's release the feet one at a time. Pulling up between the legs, relax those shoulders. So you're going to make that motion to take them down your back. Relax, relax, relax. Breathe. Then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. You can take your hands around your ankles or interlace your fingers around your toes. On the exhale, we're going to pull down into bound angle, just to bind up my favorite mermaid there. Baddha Konasana. Keeping your back flat, your neck is neutral. So instead of looking down, you're looking out. This one is still a little difficult for me to hold for any period of time, but it's getting better. Then we'll exhale, come back up, bring the knees back together, and we're going to come down onto our backs. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. Wow. That took effort. Wait, where did my strap go? Okay, make sure you got your strap with you when you come down onto your back. All right, so let's extend the left leg out onto the mat. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest. Right arm will go out to the side, and the left hand will stay to that knee. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the left into revolved abdomen, making sure that that foot is settled somewhere. It's not just hanging out in space. Adjust your shoulders so they're flat to the mat, or as flat as you can make them. And you can look up to the ceiling or look over your right shoulder to extend the twist. That's up to you. But make sure you've got that right arm out to the side, because that keeps you from going too far over to your left. Just breathe. Even when we're in a reclining, twisting motion, we need to keep the breath going. If you can't reach your knee, just take your hand to your thigh, your outer thigh. Just to give that leg a little leverage. Inhale, we're going to bring the knee back up and give it a little tug into your chest. Take that leg out onto the mat. And then we're going to inhale, bringing the left knee in. Left arm goes out to the side, right hand stays to that knee. Exhale, twisting to the right. Adjusting your shoulders so that they're flat, and then you can look up to the ceiling or over your left shoulder. And once again, you want to make sure the hand is either on the knee or on the thigh to give that leg some weight, and that the left hand stays out to the side to counterbalance you. Nice deep breaths on the inhales, inflate the belly. On the exhale, pull the navel back to the spine, or at least toward the spine. Then we'll inhale the knee up, bring the other knee into your chest. You can either cross your ankles and rock in cradle rock, or you can come into happy baby, whichever you prefer. Just really getting your lower back massaged, because it feels good. Especially if you're sitting around all the time because you're at home, either because you're quarantined or because you are a non-essential job that has been sent home for whatever reason. but even if you're home, make sure that you're getting outside and getting some fresh air and some sunshine and some vitamin D. You know, they're starting to really limit what kind of activities we can do. No golf, no tennis, no frisbee golf. Not that any of us probably play frisbee golf. Today they came up with no fishing on city lakes or ponds. So next, I don't know what they're going to do, but we have to have time to go outside. Even if you just walk laps around your backyard, it is critical to get that vitamin D and get that fresh air. Thank goodness it's not winter right now, right? All right, let's come to a stop, uncross the ankles, grab your strap, take it around the balls of your feet. Inhale, we're taking the legs up into reverse pose. Yes, keeping the feet flexed. And then on your next exhale, let's take the legs out wide into a V. And if you want to rock here, feel free. I think it feels really good. You know, you can take a walk around your neighborhood if you want, but I think it's Friday that they're going to start making us wear masks in public. But you know, if you're in your own yard, screw that. It's my yard. Besides, my neighbors don't come out anyhow. And we'll come to a stop and bring the feet back together. Take the left leg down onto the mat. And we're going to take both ends of the strap into the right hand. Left arm goes out to the side for counterbalance. And take that right leg down to the right. If your buns get caught, bring the left foot back flat. Readjust like you lift your rear end and bring it back down. And then take that leg out long. Or you can keep the left foot flat to the mat to give your back some support while you're in this. But then when we switch over to the left side, you have to flatten your leg out again. Yeah, one neighbor on one side of me is terrified to come out of her house, so okay, that's fine. And the other neighbor is a nurse at Southwestern, and so we never see her. And I hope that she's doing okay. Her little pup is Sadie's boyfriend. All right, let's inhale the right leg up. Switch the ends of the strap into the left hand. Right arm goes out to the outside, and we're going to take that leg down. Did y'all feel like I was about to kick you right in the face? There's my foot, it's huge. Well, you're on your back, so you're probably not looking at my foot. You're listening to what I tell you to do. At least that's what you should be doing, I think. Supporting that leg however you can, because we don't need it to go all the way to the mat, and most of us it should not. Then we'll inhale that leg up, bring the left leg up into the strap, take the right leg down onto the mat. Now both ends of the strap in the left hand, right arm out to the side, and we're going to release that left leg down to the left. It may settle on the floor, it may not. Once again, if you need to adjust your buns, if they're caught funny, take your right foot flat to the mat, lift your buns, set them back down, and then you can take your right leg down flat again. Reclining hand to big toe with the strap. Because how many of us could really reach our big toe with our hand? Not in this position. I can't. Let's inhale that leg up, switch the ends of the strap into the right arm, left arm goes out to the side, and exhale that leg across to the right. And of course, when you're doing this pose, you can look over the opposite shoulder of where you're twisted. In other words, in this case, it would be over your left shoulder, or you can look straight up to the ceiling. Then we're going to inhale that leg up, bend the knee, release the strap, set it off to the side, and it is time to come into Shavasana. So, get whatever props you need, and that can vary from night to night, just depending on how you're feeling. And we'll go ahead and take the legs out to the width of the mat. Let the feet and ankles roll out to the side of the body. And you're gonna
Bring your arms out by the side. Palms can be up or down, or you can relax them in your lap if you prefer. And then close your eyes. Bring your breath back to its natural rhythm. Just relax completely into the mat. Let the mat support you. Just focus on your breath, because that's really important. And relax. Let's start to get some movement back into our bodies, coming very gently out of Shavasana. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes or moving your head from side to side. When you're ready, rolling to one side and rest for a breath or two before coming gently back to seated, back into easy pose, Sukhasana, or whatever variation of that you would like to sit in tonight. And my final thought for tonight is that life is like a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. And I think that's very important right now because with so many people quarantined and stuck inside, it becomes really easy to become one with your couch. So you gotta keep some movement going, go outside, get some fresh air, get some vitamin D, enjoy the sunshine, my goodness. And then you can come back in and binge watch Netflix. I don't know, I don't have Netflix. So thank you for joining me in my practice tonight, and I hope you enjoyed your practice as well, because it is your practice. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. And again, if you didn't see the meme that Debbie made me into, go check it out. It's just too funny. Have a good evening. Love you guys.